Grandpa let me ride the pony a little earlier than I should have. Grandma had run out of thread. I remember her saying to Grandpa, "You suppose Glen's old enough to ride into town?" And Grandpa, "Oh, sure, yeah." So he saddled up the pony, and I rode the distance into town and tied the horse up, went in, bought the thread, but a horse wouldn't stand still long enough for me to get back on. So I started home, walking back to Grandpa's, with the intent, as you come into town, there's a bridge across the creek, and it had a railing, and I knew if I could get there, I could get on the railing and get up on the horse. But before I got there, I heard somebody sing out in a dialect that I was not familiar with. "Son, where's you all going? Aren't you Loney's grandson?" Well, of course, I said yes. And here was this large, to me he seemed to be about 7 feet tall, but I'm sure he's probably 6 feet. Probably weighed 225, 30 pounds. Large black man. And he says, "I'll put you on that horse." And so he took me, set me up on the horse. And he laughed. He says, "Now, when you get home, you tell your grandparents that Kit Manion put you on the horse." Well, now that, of course, brings another story. Kit Manion, a black? How come? Kit was same age as my grandpa. I was raised not as a slave, because my grandparents didn't own slaves, but because great-grandpa was in town and stumbled onto an auction, and there was a little boy and a little girl, grade school age, being auctioned off. Great-grandpa had compassion for these kids, and he bought the boy. I don't know why he didn't buy the girl. Maybe somebody else had already beat him to it. But anyway, he bought the boy. And he was raised just like a son, same age as my grandfather. This man that had put me on the horse was one of his kids.